Yeah, good morning, Dale. It's a stunning day here in the Seasicket countryside as I welcome you to my own little world. It's a day that I've gone through thousands of times, whether it be football or cricket, but it's my very special type of day because it means I'm going to watch some live sport. In this case, some T3 action in the Thai Football League. Now, as you well know, it's not just about the game when I go to something. I like to make a proper day of it. And believe it or not, it started a couple of days ago with planning, getting in touch with anyone who might be in the area who wants to go, so we can meet up and have a nice social occasion at the same time. And then the planning, I got my good lady to ring Seasicket bus station yesterday. Whether the information they imparted was accurate, we'll find out in due course. But yeah, stunning day, the very best. Live sport, socialising, what could be better? Yeah, what do you know? The information was correct. My good lady and I have been for a lovely breakfast. It's an establishment that's been serving such meals since 1942. That's the year, not the time. And wonderful bacon and eggs replaced my beautiful joke, which is rice porridge, which I had with pork. And then she's deposited me at the bus station. Surin, my destination, 80 baht on the van. And it is important to remember that not everything will go to plan, so give yourselves plenty of time. It's all part of the experience. It's a stunning day. Looking forward to getting through to the other end, where I'll arrive around midday. Well, arrival in Surin was a bit elongated. The minibus seemed to stop wherever it fancied. It was more like a post office parcel service back in England. Eventually got here, met my friend Gary, and we've been to the A&A Fantasy Bar. And believe me, Surin is a far better place than many people would imagine for pre-match drinks and nightlife. It's got plenty going for it. It's got a good Farang strip and also Thai next to it. Not dislike the nightlife in Khong, I would suggest. Anyway, to more important matters, and it's today's game, which is a T3 clash between Surin Mool and Muang Loei FC. Loei have had a reasonable start, 1-1, lost 1, drawn 1. Surin Mool won away in the League Cup, but suddenly seemed to have sprung a leak, and a big leak at that. To bring into context, the last couple of games, they lost 9-0 away to Rasisalai in the league and 8-0 away in the League Cup midweek. Now, looking at the lineups, like a lot of T3 teams rely on overseas players, and I think it might be an indication as to Surin's abilities that their one overseas player is an Argentinian who they took off after 42 minutes last week. Now, if he's getting taken off after 42 minutes when they're 1 down, what are the rest of them like? Well, time will tell. And the visitors today seem to have a player from Nigeria, one from Laos and one from another nation far away. Anyway, I'm joined with my old friend Gary, who's a reporter for the podcast last season and a loyal Buriram fan, but also an avid ground hopper. Gary, what are your thoughts today?
Well, I think unfortunately for Surin Mool, it's going to be a bit of a gloomy day, really. I will be supporting them, but I guess my prediction's probably going to be 3 or 4-0 to Muang Loei.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. The good news is it's a beautiful day here in Surin. I'm going to a new venue, which is always good. Lunchtime was fantastic. So we'll see what the match brings. So half time here at the Rajabat University Stadium, Surin campus, and up till 30 seconds ago, Surin Conchimol were holding the favourites for this game, Muang Loei, 0-0. But then we always suspected, the pair of us, that fitness and technique would take over. The pitch, believe it or not, parts of Thailand are underwater at the moment. This pitch is rock hard and bobbly. An effort towards goal, sliced into his own net by a defender, trying to retrieve the situation, which is a shame because until then, Gary, there was not a lot in it.
Oh, definitely so. It was a pretty even first half, really, and considering the amount of goals that Conchimol have conceded in the last few games, they were doing quite well, really, to hold it to 0-0. But, you know, a bit of bad luck, a bobbly bounce, and unfortunately, last kick of the half, it's 1-0 to Muang Loei.
Lovely setting here. Apart from the match, it does feel as though you're at a county cricket ground or perhaps a midweek day at the races. Beautiful trees surrounding the place, as all Rajabat University campuses are, immaculately kept. The pitch could do with a little bit of TLC, but couldn't we all? But yeah, decent first half. Just something to bear in mind, folks, who very quick to castigate T3 or T2 football in Thailand. You're not going to see El Clasico, but you're paying 60 baht to come in. Enjoy, have a great day. The sun gradually going down, Dale, the same way as the Surin Conchimol defence. A little bit like as the shadows come across the pitch, like an England batting collapse. It was 1-0 at half time, it's now 4-0, about 10 minutes to go. And they're giving it a decent go, to be fair, of Conchimol. Had a decent effort, couple of efforts on goal. There has to be said their keeper's been good. But to be quite frank, the main cause of concern is whether the late running train from Nakhon Ratchasima towards Ubon Ratchathani will allow me to catch it back to Seasicket. Gary, your impressions of the second half?
Unfortunately, it looks like that Conchimol are going to be suffering another heavy-ish defeat, really. After a stubborn defence for probably 60 minutes, you know, they held out, but unfortunately I can see another one or two more goals being conceded by the end of the match, really.
I think that's a very fair synopsis. They're running out of energy faster than a phone charger. Phone charger when you want to get your last taxi home. But a lovely setup, I have to say. Lots of shirts being sold. Lovely people. Very aesthetic appearances around the stands. Worth a day out. Worth a day out. As all Thai football is, to be fair. So the final score. Surin Conchimol 0, Muang Loei 4. And to be fair, there's something about Surin Conchimol that I really like. They're playing the Corinthian spirit, but they're really not very good. I saw them 4 times last season and then today. Always the same, create chances, play properly, never give the referee any hassle. But to be fair, how can I put it? They're crap. Never mind. I suspect their time is nearly up as a T3 club in the Thai League, which would be a shame. But, you know, if the worst team finishes at the bottom, the worst team deserves to go down. I suspect it's going to be them. Anyway, the good news is Gary was on the ball, delivered me. The train's running 20 minutes late. I can see it in the distance. And I'm getting a 20 baht ride back to Seasicket, where my good lady will pick me up. So that's all. And folks, please remember, when you go to football, don't expect too much. Join in with the locals who are fantastic. And just enjoy it for what it is. Part of a wonderful day out and a cultural experience. Okay, Dale, thanks ever so much, mate.